Welcome back to Digital Devil Saga. Last time, just watch the last part, please. A lot of very important story things were revealed there. But this time, we're going to be doing our first bit of real optional content in this game. We have some optional bosses to hunt down. And the main hint to them existing is talking to this researcher here. Thankfully, he's right on your way out, and he's completely lost his mind, so you'll probably notice and speak to him. Because in there is, well, there's something, but, what exactly could it be? Let's head back. So, what we need to do is talk to this guy standing in the corner. And we're about to play some Gale Ace Attorney. Because he said before that he wanted to do negotiations with God, so I guess this is practice. It's Gale's interrogation skills versus Cielo's jam and Latin rhythm, but I'm sure Cielo's gonna win because he's Cielo. Question. So here we have to talk, using which tone? So for Gale, you generally want to take the logical approach. If you're trying to protect yourself, there's no point. Because the world ends in the morning, exactly. You were ordered to do something, huh? Aha! We found the contradiction in this testimony. So he claims to not know anything. In fact, it actually almost feels like a mind chess battle, except this is like the second phase of the mind chess. Now I need to ask about what is his objective here? We're told to wait here, you don't know what's going on inside. Once you get like that, you're not human anymore, my friends are dead. That will be a useful clue. Because he claimed not to know what happened inside, but he just admitted to knowing what happened inside. Yeah, he's more likely to talk if we claim we're all friends, which we kind of are. You released the seal of the devouring angels who descended 5 years ago with Varna and Meganada. That's definitely a little more than what you were claiming before. Oh, I didn't do anything at all. Their minds have eroded to a point where they don't remember anything about this world. Now that's interesting. Yeah, it seems like at this point, Angel just wants everything gone. And that's the only hint we get for now. One of the angels is still inside, and this angel is where we fought Abaddon the first time. Now, the good thing about re-exploring this place for the third time is that now all of the distortions and warp vortexes are gone, so it's much easier to navigate. However, if this area is still dark, we will still need some light balls. And I actually am going to go ahead and use a magic read just in case a Moikanes or something else shows up. Also, this is a good opportunity to grab that field hunt that we can now do now that Surf's in the party, because they basically spoiled the fact that he'd come back. Also, Surf definitely needs a new mantra. And at this point, it may be worthwhile to try and diversify Surf and Sarah's skill sets. So, Sarah is working on Dark Leader right now, as nice as it would be to have Mind Charge on both of them. Sarah doesn't have, like, a ton in the way of electric skills. So maybe I should work on some of those with Surf, just to get a little bit more variety there. So unless one of the really special encounters shows up, I'll see you at the bottom. Okay, well that is a big drain if you're muted. And we have our first Surf level up since after those fights, and because I've max magic, I'm going to be spamming Vitality at this point. So yes, even though everything still looks creepy, there are no warps anymore. Whoa! Maybe that's why Miser's Spirit is good. Oh, don't you, thank you. Well, at least Gale level up after that. And now you've mastered Bolt Wizard. I almost called her Bolt Master. Okay, we haven't seen her actually succeed in attacking before. Yep, there's her Berserk Mode victory animation. I really only did that for more Zeo skills. And double level. 40 magic on Cielo is nice. 41 magic on Cielo is nice. And yeah, the benefit of Sarah is she'll be getting more strength than like a pure magic build Surf. So her Devours will do more damage. The damaging zones are back though, and I suppose now might be the time to demo how much damage they do. So look at our HP now. And, yeah, also, given that Sarah's went down less, I would assume that it is percentage-based of, like, your current HP, I suppose? Uh-oh, that can be bad. And Gale is now level 38. And Sarah is level 40 now. Thank you for the magic boost. Good thing this heal point is still here. Because I would like to have my MP fully restored for the boss. But first, I'm going to go after that field hunt. Cielo leveling up. And before we go in this elevator, I want to set as many electric skills as possible. Specifically, area ones. So we have Saki Mitamas this time, weak to Zeo. It got 32 that time, that's pretty impressive. When they start using Sukaja, I like to use attack items because I'm pretty sure those can't miss. I did not know they could do that. You jerks. Oh my god. Ugh. I got 32 of you. You. Okay, Sarah got 2 that time. That took way too long. Okay, that mastered Dark Leader. That's what I needed. So Sarah now has Megado, but more importantly, Mind Charge. And Gale now has Medea Rama, Closedy, Kirsty, and Dormina, huh? And Surf now has Mazio, and Elect Boost is kind of nice. Okay, rank A. That was for like 37 of them and killing 2 of the Mitamas. So I could have gotten S if I killed more of them, but yeah, I probably need Fatal Hunt skills at this point for Mitamas. Like, it takes 4 uses of regular Devour to kill one of those Sakis. Yeah, that doesn't really cut it at this point, but it's hard to master, like, incidental mantra in this game. I think actually somebody told me in the comments that, general AP yields have been lowered in DDS 2 compared to the first game, which would explain a lot. The charge combo was discovered. We'll get to that later. Also, just notice we have Angelic Grace back, because Gale now has Medea Rama. It's any party heal and any buff that gets you that. And Mind Charge and any buff gets you Charge. This is the closest save point to the boss, so you'll obviously want to save here. Now Mantra. Because yeah, Sarah got that. That's a pretty expensive one. That's also a pretty expensive one. And we got a secret mantra out of that. Esoteric 8 has been revealed. Sleep-induced / sleep-related skills. Yep, there's Null Sleep. However, it's not actually as useful in this game as it was in the first one because there's no Demi-Fiend. Yeah, from Dark Leader we can go to Dark Lord, Megadola, and Last Word. I think we can actually afford that now, but that's even harder to master. Actually, I think you'll go for Ice Amp. Yeah, I can either go for Bolt Emperor to get closer to covering your weakness, or this to get you to Debilitate. No, not that one. This one to get you closer to Debilitate. Also, Innovate could be fun. Guess you'll go for Lightning. So for this fight, I'm starting with Gale because he's the only one who has buffs for me to use the charge combo, but that's gonna... I think I'm gonna swap in Cielo later. Basically, as long as you have some kind of a Fire Shield skill, you're good with this fight. Gale doesn't have any ice, though. That should be fine. And bring ice skills. At this point, I have Bufala, and you have Mind Charge Bufala. You got Void Fire. Drain Fire is even better. Don't use Fire Repel, because the boss here, he himself drains fire, so you'll heal him if you repel the fire attacks. The reason why I'm not sure I want Gale for this is because he does have Jupiter's Fury later in the fight, which is a heavy random targeting electric attack. But yeah, an unknown presence can be felt beyond the door. We've got a boss in here. And well, the thumbnail already spoils who this is. Hi there, Uriel. We saw some instances of people turning into demons but getting their minds taken over by their demon form. This is the logical conclusion of this. Because it's implied that 4 random people in this world have had their personalities overwritten by the Shin Megami Tensei 2 Archangels. Light Uriel. This is just Archangel, this demon title in Japanese. Light was actually Kagutsuchi's title in Nocturne, but the Nocturne remaster corrected that to Vast Light, the name of one of Kagutsuchi's attacks, because that was what his title was always supposed to be. But anyway, he is weak to ice and drains fire, and uses a whole lot of fire attacks, but also Jupiter's Fury. He does have a unique fire attack, Judgment, which inflicts heavy fire damage and debuffs defense. So okay. Yeah, here we go, Charge. 2 press turns, multiple Kaja effects. That is all 4 Kajas. So, Strength, Magic, Agility, and Defense. All stats improved. However, against the Archangels, you don't really want to buff too much. Mostly the last one, but I'll talk about that later. For now, I'm going to go for the Void Fire, because we have 2 fire-weak people in this party. It's not a problem if you use the shields. Oh, he is going for Zero straight up. Huh. And since he only has 2 press turns, if he hits a fire shield, he'll lose his entire turn. No need to go with the higher tiers of that. I think I will actually go for another charge. I would say I've just kind of got to pray that he doesn't target Gale with electric skills, but even if he does, he's probably going to end up using his extra press turns to just use fire, and then he'll just, you know, end his turn anyway. No, he is going for a lot of... Okay, that was super lucky. But you are going to swap out right now for Cielo, just so I don't have to worry about that anymore. Because going to +2, probably the only thing that's necessary here. I guess Sarah can go ahead and Mind Charge. And you can set up the Fire Drain. And yeah, we've got Hunting Betrayal again. Being an Archangel, he does use Mahama on. He does not want to use Fire, which is honestly fine by me. I may have time to heal later, so I'll set up the Fire Drain. You're gonna use regular Bufu. And you're gonna use Mind Charge Bufu. Yeah, that's a lot more damage. And, okay, we do have the shield up already, so let's go ahead and heal. Oh, actually, I'm kind of low on these. I probably should stock up on them, because I might need them in the later Archangel fights. I probably will need them in the later Archangel fights. I thought he'd be giving a speech now. Yeah, that human personality is struggling for control, but it's just not strong enough. There's Judgment. And nope. Actually, that drain sound on all three of us sounds really nice. It's just so satisfying hearing it. But yeah, this is not a particularly difficult fight if you come prepared. In fact, I'm not even going to Mind Charge anymore or anything. I'm just going to keep smacking him. Speaking of smacking, yeah, I'm just going to whack you. I wonder if I'll be able to finish you this turn. Not quite. Okay, going for the Mahama on again. Only hit Surf, though. Skull. Oh, okay. Well, it only needed to hit Surf. Although he just wasted the rest of his turn. Like I was saying earlier, if he does get an extra turn, he probably will use it on fire. I only need a Revival Bead for this. Hope those aren't famous last words. But he should be going down pretty soon. There he goes. And he's gone. So that fight probably didn't seem that difficult to you. But you might notice we got no AP for that. Yeah, there's a reason why that fight was so easy. Magic Mirror, that'll be useful later. In fact, I probably want some attack mirrors too. Luck, probably not the best. But that's one down. And we don't really have much of a clue as to where the others could be. So let's just leave the EGG for now. That was, in fact, the last time I'll ever need to go here. So, say goodbye, creepy people stuck in walls. Bye, creepy people stuck in walls. Won't have to see them ever again. Oh, I guess I can show this because I'm too cheap to use a light ball. Yeah, every encounter will be a human form encounter if you don't light up the room. Oh, the Man Mart's gone. I guess it's only there when it's your current dungeon. Okay, we defeated one of them. And no hints to the rest. I was about to wonder if this guy had a hint to the rest, but no, he's straight up gone. But I know where the others are. The second is back at the meat processing plant. Yeah, that's your hint that one of them's inside here. And it is in this room with the exclamation mark, where we originally picked up the canned slime. So this next boss is weak to electricity, like a lot of bosses in this game. So I have Elect Boost Zionga Cielo, I have Elect Boost Zionga Gale, Sarah's just here for charge, Surf here has just regular Zeo, I'll probably swap him into the fight later. Now Cielo has Elect Repel, and Gale has Force Drain. This guy will be using both Force and Elect skills, but it's kind of most important that I repel the Elect skills because Gale has the weakness. But his Force attacks can debuff you, that's why I have the Force Shield. And who is it? Well, it's a strange sound. But it is... It's our boy Raphael! And this is referring to a dungeon in Shin Megami Tensei 2. I'm sure a lot of players were very confused in English when this game came out, because Shin Megami Tensei 2 was very much not localized, and it never has been. But yeah, they are very much referencing Shin Megami Tensei 2 a lot with the optional content of this one. So okay, it is time to go for some Zeo. Pretty simple, and you will use the charge combo. Okay, I suppose I'll use the Elect Repel just to be a little safe. And I was right to use it! Yeah. Sadly, he doesn't get hit for weakness by his own element. That would be really funny, but because it's already, you know, his turn, we can't get any more press turns off of that. It's not like that glitch in Shin Megami Tensei 4 Apocalypse, where if you use, like Imposing Stance, there's basically a thing that normally takes away an enemy press turn, but if you use that and then end your turn with, like, Energy Drain, sometimes it's possible to, like, for the game to bug out and let you act on the enemy's press turns, which is really funny. Because then you can just use, like, an ailment on a boss, which they nullify, and then the enemy will lose all their press turns, not you. Okay, I suppose I'll deploy Surf in, even though he won't have those buffs. I probably need to get some, like, actual buff mantras on other people, though, just so I can use that charge combo with more parties. You need to still set up the Elect Repel. He's not in... When he goes into the second phase, I might need to start using Force. Okay, there's Venom Fang. Venom Fang's a little scary sometimes, but since we have our agility up, it's not that bad. And then this song is great. I just wish it was reserved for, you know, fights like the Heat fight. Because it really fits the name Hunting Betrayal. He should be saying something now. Here we go. Oh, there it is, Winged Fury. That's why I kind of want the Force Repel. So I probably should start... Oh, Force Drain, I think that's what I'm using. Oh, he's already in red, though. So let's start the Force Drain. Of course, the moment that I do this, he's probably going to start using Zero skills again, but we'll see, we'll see. Of course, it'd be really funny if he just straight up died instead. No, he's probably got one more turn in him. I'm just gonna Hero Ration Gale in case he gets hit by Zeo, because you could use Jupiter's Fury. It's all clear to me now, thanks to you. Oh no, we help the demon personality overwrite the human. Yeah, he is joined for that. Okay, that's kind of bad, actually. No, that's fine. Yep. Yeah, he totally squandered that opportunity. And he probably will die this turn. There he goes. You made a much more impressive sound than your brother back there. But that gets us a Star Rupee and even more money. But once again, no AP. So, there's one more Archangel we need to track down, and they are in the Administrative District. In the Karma Tower. Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. I don't have the Impulse Stone, though. Okay, you know what? I'm going to use a save state anyway, just to show what happens if you use a multi-target skill. Because people have been asking. Okay, that revealed the weakness of one of them. However, I believe if you do that... Oh, in fact, because I know the weakness of one, I actually know the weakness for all of them. So if the second is Zeo, that means the first is Bufu. And the third is Arg. I don't know if this counts, though. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, even the ones you hit the weakness of, they run. But with the magic of cheating, we now know this one is weak to Zeo. which means this one is weak to Zahn. The middle one is fire. That's 3. And then the one at the end is weak to Terra, and the one at the front is weak to Bufu. I think I got rid of your single target Terra, though. So I can only end up getting 3 of them. That'll be my punishment for cheating. But watch this. They automatically use Overload, and Self-Destruct, don't worry, they do very minimal damage. And they go, ooh. Oh, they were an early dungeon of Moikane, so they weren't even worth that much anyway, so cheating was probably fine. But they do give us a lot of money. And Surf at least leveled up out of that. But yeah, that's basically how Moikane work. I would have vastly preferred if I got the other type of rare encounter here, because that one doesn't matter how early or late into the game you get it. Okay, so Surf and Cielo both need buffs. I'm gonna have to do a mild amount of farming, but these are low-level mantras. Oh, they don't let you teleport out of here. Right, there's no large karma terminal at the entrance. Okay, maybe I will get the other rare encounter. We'll see. Oh, Spirit is easy to master off of early game encounters. And there we go, just 2 encounters. And now Cielo has it. And now everyone is 40 except Sarah's 1 ahead, and she probably should be at this point. And that guy who is hinting at Raphael is gone now. So we're going to head to the Karma Tower. The Archangel we're hunting this time is at the helipad, where we fought Team Rocket for the first time. Of 2 in the same dungeon. Yeah, this is one of my main criticisms with the story. I do feel like the Travana's arc was very rushed. It's rare that you have a sort of, you know, comic relief villain gang who is fought twice in the same dungeon. Okay, it looks like the closest large karma terminal is actually above the helipad, so we're gonna have to make our way down. And Cielo hits level 41. I guess we could use a hero ration. Here's the helipad entrance. I'm just spinning in circles for a bit because I want to master his current mantra for reasons. Of course, when I'm right about to master my mantra, Karma Soldiers. In fact, that's one of the great things about the EGG. Karma Soldiers in human form don't appear because everything's been mutated into demons. There it is, Holy Leader. Tintarafu, Stun Wave, Null Panic, and Null Poison. Null Panic is what I wanted from that. This next boss is weak to Force. Unfortunately, Gale's the only one on my team with Force skills because I put the rest of the Force on Argilla and she's now dead. However, I have Void Mute on him, Void Charm on Cielo. This is a lot easier if you actually have Null Charm on somebody, preferably Cielo, but that's on the next mantra after Holy Leader. And I have Void Panic on Sarah. Even though Force is the only weakness, everything else works on her except for Earth. Alright, Cielo needs to set a buff so that I can use the charge combo. Surf will also set Tarakaja for that. Okay, so something suspicious can be heard from behind the door. This is the most annoying of the Archangels in my opinion. And yeah, as I said it's Gabriel. There was actually male Gabriel in Shin Megami Tensei 1, but I think pretty much all the other games have interpreted Gabriel as female. So yeah, this is a reference to Tokyo Millennium, the Kingdom of Law that was supposed to be a utopia, but was obviously horribly repressive. But SMT2 does some really interesting things with the Law faction, honestly. Probably more interesting than what's done with many other games in the series. But okay, so in many games, Gabriel specializes in ice skills. Here, she is ailments, and that's really irritating. However, Gabriel is an extremely pattern-based boss. She always uses her ailment skills in a specific order, at least in the first half of the fight. She starts out with Mute, then uses Nerve, then Charm, and then Curse. So here, if I set up Void Mute, which I believe Gale is the one who has that, I should be fine here. Actually, yeah, let's go for the charge combo. Sarah's gonna have to use a force item, though, in order for me to get the proper status void up this turn. I have a lot of Sonic Stones, though. Sonic Stone! And Void Mute. So yeah, she should be going with Mute in the first turn. Oh, wait, she used Panic, okay. Well, at the very least, Cielo blocks that. And I had the skills in the wrong order there. The info about the pattern I got from an old, Something Awful Let's Play, and it appears to be wrong. Oh, wait, no, I was reading the Something Awful Let's Play wrong. No, she does open with Tentarafu. So if you use a Silent Howl now, I have the pattern down. Yeah, there's Silent Howl. So then third should be Stun, and fourth should be Charm. Okay, there we go. Let's set up a second charge. So we've got Nerve right now. I'm not too worried about getting stunned, though. So I'll just throw another Sonic Stone. And Gale will just use another Zanma. It's unfortunate that I only have one person with this weakness because, yeah, this is the Archangel you want to take down as quickly as possible because later on she gets extremely irritating, especially if you don't have good Charm protection. So she should be using Charm now, so I'll set this up. You know, to be honest, I probably can afford to go for a triple charge against her. It's only the fourth and final Archangel that you want to do that on. Yeah, Fatal Charm. That's actually a damage and charm skill. Contrary to its name, it's not instant death, thankfully. And then what's the point of having an instant death and charm skill? Because if the enemy dies, you can't charm them. And this turn should be Curse, but I'm not too concerned about Curse, personally. I suppose you can Mind Charge yourself. In my first playthrough, I actually had Mind Charge on Gale at this point, and that helped a lot. Okay, she's going into this phase. And God blessing us all means... Yeah, she's using this. This is an 80% chance of Charm. And now she's back to Tentarafu. I was about to say thank you, Shield, but no, you got hit by that. So according to the forum thread that I was following, she can go off script at this point. Oh no, don't throw away money, please. Limit reached. Okay. I think it's more imperative that I get rid of the Charm. Though I would very much like to get rid of the Panic as well. I think I'll save my mirrors, though, for the real fight. She's probably going to be using... Yeah, she's using Silent Howl again. Which means after this is Nerve. And that's a second action. And, okay, so let's just use Nerve. Now, usually after Nerve is Charm, but she's using her Heavenly Smile now, which is already a Charm attack. Oh, wait, Heavenly Smile is also potentially Panic. I'll set up Void Charm in any case. Alright, so you are Mind Charged, so Argilau with Mind Charge. There we go, even more damage than Gale's doing on a weakness. And you can only have one shield up at a time, so yeah, can't protect against everything she can do at once. Be warned, your foe still remains. That's probably a Shin Megami Tensei 2 quote, because spoilers, Gabriel kind of turned, well, she didn't actually turn good exactly, but she helped you against other things. Okay, thankfully nobody got panicked by that. Yeah, again, like, the lore alignment is weird in SMT2. But she should be going down fairly soon. Oh, there you go. Ooh. So yeah, that was less painful than I expected it to be. We're getting more and more money from each of them. And now we've defeated all three of them. But if you know your Shin Megami Tensei, you'll know there's actually 4 Archangels. So where's the 4th one? Well, for that, we're going to have to go all the way back to the first ever dungeon we explored, the Occupied Sector. Yeah, so now CLO can get Fatal Charm, Poison Rain. Oh, actually... Okay. I really don't want to grind, but... Void Ailment is basically I win button against Gabriel, and I kinda want that. Okay, now you're saying something different. Fine, freakingly, this encounter shows up while I am farming over 20 hours into the playthrough. Seriously, this should have happened much earlier. Jack Frost can show up at any time from the meat processing plant onwards. And his purpose, as you can see here, is not to fight you, but to quiz you. He'll ask you a variety of trivia questions about game mechanics, animations in this game, story elements like the character's armor brands, character names, you name it. Thankfully, there are walkthroughs online that give you the answers to all the questions. There are 100 of them in total, and they are randomized, but he'll never ask you the same question twice. If you answer a question correctly, he'll give you the next one. But if you answer a question wrong, he will leave, and you'll have to wait until you encounter him again to get another chance. For the sake of those using this series as a walkthrough, I'll be showing all the answers on camera. Some of the questions are actually hilarious. So the maximum number of questions you can answer in one Jack Frost encounter is 20. That means you need a minimum of 5 Jack Frost encounters to fulfill his quota. Doing so will get you something special in the final dungeon, but don't worry, Jack Frost can show up in the final dungeon, so there's no way to miss out on this quest entirely. I'm probably gonna have to farm for his final encounters there, because I've been getting very unlucky. On a normal playthrough, you will probably have all of the Jack Frost encounters you need before you even reach the dungeon. What even is my luck? And now we have Void Ailments, expensive though it is. It's gonna be really helpful in the Gabriel fights. But I wanted to cut in here with the live commentary because if I go to get Mantra now, I think we should be seeing something interesting happen here. We've mastered the very edge of the grid, right? A strong power can be felt. Formless Mantra has been revealed. So many of these tracks of the mantra grid will have some kind of special ultimate mantra at the very end. For example, at the end of Fire, you'll have one that gives you access to the strongest fire skills. The ultimate mantra for ailments is Formless, which gives you Vanity, which, I think it's probably better to cast out as a combo. But most importantly for Cielo, Null Ailments. However, this is going to take a bajillion years to master at this point in the game, so I'd rather have him work on something else first. Well, strangely, he's actually not that far into Zeo skills, so let's put him back on that. And everybody else is fine. Let's teleport out of here. Before we go, I'm gonna buy an Impulse Stone. Very much want this for the final Archangel fight. Alright, the Jack Frost quiz gave me a lot of data, so let's use that on Gale. Surf will take more Vitality. Sarah will take more MP, and I guess Cielo can take more luck. Okay, I was gonna put I took this off so that his Devour will be stronger while I was farming, but if I put this back on, this might actually get me to +3 buffs, and you don't want to be at +3 buffs in this fight, so I think I'm actually gonna stick with what he currently has. And I'll use some lesser agility boost on it, and a magic boost. Oh, I forgot to give Surf a ring at all. Better fix that. Well, with his Vitality and Magic, Surf is basically my tank right now. This may not be that great for physical, but it'll be good for magic. I kind of want to see how this works out. And I'm going to give it a lot of vitality boosts. The only way to get back to the occupied sector is through the stairway in the underground city. Unfortunately, it is quite a while to backtrack through. We need to reach that area on the surface past a whole bunch of stairs that, if you remember all the way back then, I said would be important later. No real point to going through here now, but it is good to take note of this, though I really wish there was a warping save point close to this for reasons. Let's just say that we'll be coming back here a lot later for an optional boss, and I wish there was a convenient save point right here. The thing that sucks about this is, there is no save point or warp point close to this. Yeah, see, those are the stairs there. They're right near that heal point, but that right there is the closest Karma terminal, so if you fail the fight, you have to spend quite a while walking back. Since this is the closest save point, I'm going to have to do my prep here. Surf has Bufu and Zeo with their boosts, as well as Elect Repel and Void Fire. He also has Tarokaja to use the charge combo. Sarah has Bufula Argilau with their boosts, and Negado, also Dia for emergency healing. She also has Void Fire, Mind Charge for the charge combo, as well as for actual Mind Charge. Cielo does not have his Elect boost, because I have Void Ailment and also Elect Repel on him for the Raphael fight. Also, he's the only one here who has a debuff right now. I need to get on working on getting debuffs on Gale. But also has Tarokaja to use the charge combo. Meanwhile, Gale is really just a tech option at this point for Gabriel. He's going to have Elect Repel, though, just in case I use him against Raphael. And Force Repel, too, for potentially the Raphael fight. But again, like, he's more a tech option than anything. Sugakasha for the charge combo, along with Medea Ra might be useful. Actually, why does he have Elect Boost now that I got rid of Zeo? There's not really much I can replace it with, to be honest. I guess I'll use non-boosted Zionga for potentially, again, Raphael. So here we go. Up these stairs is the greatest fighting event of all. Angel Mania. Are we ready? Because when we open that door, we will be fighting. Suspicious aura behind the door. Here we go. So you probably are meant to be a bit higher level. You technically have until the end of the next story dungeon to do this, but I, in my practice run, showed that it is possible to pull this off at my level with my mantras, so I want to do that. So, round 1, it's the return of Uriel. Okay, those are some cool combos, but we're not really going to need them exactly. We're just going to pelt this guy with ice. Oh, we have a Debilitate as a... That is not actually a bad idea. But I'm gonna save that for the final fight here. Right now, let's go back to the original plan, pulsing with ice. Let's see. Yeah, you just have Void Ailment right now. Can you... Yeah, you should be able to do the charge combo. So that's +1. We only want to go up to +2, though. That is specifically why I did not equip the, not the change ring. The trick ring on Cielo, because I feel like that extra Tsukikaja, that might count for being +3 buffed, and Michael doesn't like it if you're +3 buffed, or if you -3 debuff him. I'll talk about that though once Michael shows up. For now though, we're pretty much going to repeat the same stuff here. It's a little annoying that he doesn't seem to be falling for my Fire Shield bait, but also he's not really going for Surf, despite the fact that Surf should have the aggro drawing Calamity Ring? Why are you going for Cielo? That's actually really weird. I thought that Surf had the Calamity Ring. Unless it's like the last person in the party is the one who gets aggro, because it looks like this guy's aggroed onto Cielo for some reason. I don't have a whole ton of healing skills, but I'm mainly banking on healing items to cover my healing needs. Now I don't need to charge anymore. I can afford to spam ice on more turns. Yeah, so I can go for a hero ration on Cielo. As long as somebody uses Void Fire, we should be fine here. I just realized though, since none of us here are weak to electric, we probably don't even need the Raphael against Raphael, but we'll see. I mean, I guess I can Tarunda you, for what it's worth. I'd much prefer you attempt to kill us by your fire, because, yep, there we go. It will have no effect on us. Thank you for losing your turns. And now we should be taking this guy down pretty easily, but he is just a warm-up. Yep, he is already down to red. Okay. I forget if this guy repels Zeo or not. I'm just gonna use a regular... No, actually, hang on. How many ice items do I have? Yeah, let's throw a Frost Bomb for even more press turns. Okay, I feel like he should be going down soon. There he goes. Round 2, Rafa! So now we use the electric attacks, which Sarah doesn't have right now. So she can probably afford... What's Sarah? Actually, Sarah could just use an item right now, I guess. I actually have elemental walls too if I really need the... Actually, I barely have any of them, but oh well. Yeah, I guess I use up a few of these fighting the Mitamas back in the EGG. Okay, yeah, you get to go for Zionga. I guess Surf can set up the Elect Repel. Because he doesn't typically use his, oh, that's a lot of MP. I'm going to try this, though. He doesn't typically use his Winged Fury until he's down to his, well, I guess I can call it a dialogue phase after he says his first lines. He's not saying the lines, though. And he just repelled something into his face, so, yeah, my strategy is, yeah. Well, it's a simple strategy, but it's working. Let's hit you with a Shock Bomb again. Yeah, so welcome to today's episode of Thick Raphael Klotz sits in the stocks and gets pelted with Zeo. It's a bit of a weird Blackadder reference there, but okay. Maybe I should mind charge myself? Maybe? I don't know. No, I'll go for more Shock Bombs. Although, I get the feeling he might actually use Winged Fury, so I'm going to have to set up that's the thing, though. If I use another charge... Yeah, here we go. He's probably going to use Winged Fury here. Yeah, there we go. Probably pushed him into that phase too soon. Uh-oh, that crit is not good. Ooh, that could be bad, actually. Right, Zionga. Okay, he is down to red, but you need to get Cielo back right now. And that means Cielo's lost his buffs, but I can't buff anymore because then I'll hit +3, and then I'll provoke Michael into doing bad stuff to me, so... Okay, this could actually be kind of bad. I'll do another Zionga, and then I actually... Do I go for the Elect Repel or do I heal? If he goes for Winged Fury again, that could be a huge problem. Why did you not answer when I called Debilitate? Okay. Yep, he's going for that again. Okay, thankfully, Sarah didn't get killed by that one. So you can probably afford to... Don't have a lot of these. I forgot to buy those before this fight, but let's just call this a challenge run. In fact, I should probably deploy in... Yeah, I'll do that. I'm gonna actually deploy in Gale over Sarah, just for the in preparation for the next one, where I'm gonna need Zahn. And, well, what do you know? You have Zionga. I mean, well, of course, I know, because I specifically gave him that for this fight, but still. I really want Raphael to die in this hit. Oh, no. Oh, right, because Cielo's massively debuffed right now in agility. Do I have Dekunda as a combo? I do. Okay, right. I probably should do that. Just to get that off of Cielo. There he goes, okay. So now it's Gabriel time. Thankfully, we get our turn back. I only have Sonic Stone. Oh, I have Impact Bomb still. Let's go with an Impact Bomb. As long as I set up Void Ailment every turn, I should be like, this phase should be mostly free. She does have access to Mamudo, so that could potentially be a problem. But she usually likes to use ailments, and she does still have her pattern from the first fight. And I'll just whack you, so that's safer. Yeah, there's Tentarafu. Okay, she's opening with Tentarafu this time, but yeah, as long as I have Void Ailment up, as I said, should be totally fine. Use my last Impact Bomb. You don't need to worry about conserving your attack items from Michael, because he's not weak to anything. Doesn't really matter what elements you use against him. Let's get the Void Ailment going. I am going to want Void Fire against Michael, though, once we reach him. Sonic Stone, Sonic Stone, Sonic Stone. Sorry for my terrible singing. Okay, this fight can still be a little panic-inducing despite the fact that the first three are... Like, the first three phases are fairly easy. The problem is that, that they can soften you up for the last one, and if you fail at the last one, then... Okay, that doesn't count as a block, but it does nothing. I guess that must be an almighty attack that inflicts charm or panic. So, yeah, it's not a press turn penalty if she hits a shield for it, but we can't be affected by the ailments because of the shield. But yeah, it does always suck when, like, there's a multi-phase fight and only the last phase is remotely challenging. Persona 3. I do have Tarunda ready. I'll wait until she's in red before I swap in Sarah. And she's definitely not in red yet. She may be soon, though. Sonic Stone again. No, she's not. Wait, hang on. I forgot to use Void Ailment. Okay, thankfully I have press turns left over, unless it's misses. Please don't miss. Thank you. Yeah, I probably shouldn't have tempted fate by saying that, but okay, we're fine now. Yeah, so she actually wants us to win this fight. They always make Gabriel the most sympathetic of the angels for some reason. Yeah, that, by the way, should be blocked, yeah. Because that is a charm skill. It's funny how it's called Fatal Charm, where usually anything with Fatal in its name in this game is instant death, but not in this case. Okay, again, don't forget the Void Ailment, even though it's really, really expensive. Cielo has a lot of MP. I may actually run out of Sonic Stones. Okay, no, she's in red. She's in red. What this means is you're gonna Zanma, and you are like my best shot at killing off Gabriel, but I need Sarah over Gale for the final section. Although if I bring Sarah in now, is she not going to be covered? I don't think she'll be covered by the shield if I bring her in now. So I'm going to have to wait on that. You must spread love to all in this world, Wicked Curse. Oh yeah, because Curse is considered death. It's not actually blocked by Void Ailment. That's interesting. I mean, that makes sense. Yeah, don't accidentally press revert. That would be really bad. Bring Sarah in. I'll probably still use Void Ailment just in case. Also, attack mirrors. I've got to remember I have these. These are going to be very useful for the end of the Michael fight. Yeah, right now I'm just going to Sonic Stone you. And again, Void Ailment just to be perfectly safe here. I'm also saving my Impulse Stone for Michael. Hopefully I'll be able to burst him down towards the end, because I guess you could call it a last phase, is pretty rough. I'm gonna Megado just to be safe. I forget exactly how Gabriel likes fire. Some of them null additional elements, maybe? I'm not totally sure. Yeah, see, Heavenly Smile is totally, yeah, this isn't Wicked Curse again. Nobody got cursed there, thankfully. Okay, should I gamble? I'm gonna gamble on Zionga. Okay, Zionga's fine. So let's continue to use Megado. Okay, there we go. Now the real fight begins. And he's not saying anything. So, the reason why I have this party out for Michael is because Michael has every element, but if I'm using Void Fire every turn, I don't need to worry about any of our weaknesses, because the only weakness I have in this party is Fire. So, yeah, that's actually an advantage to having multiple people with the same weakness. It's kind of like how, like, in Persona 3, I don't like having Yukari and Aigis in the same party because they're both weak to Elec. But here, when you have shield skills, and a party member who doesn't have a weakness, and only 3 party members in a fight rather than 4, yeah, like, you actually do have, there actually is an incentive for bringing multiple people with the same weakness, and I'm gonna go ahead and debilitate you once. I'll debilitate you twice, and then not 3 times, obviously. How dare you assault Uriel, Gabriel, and Raphael? I shall avenge their deaths! Sorry, that was my best attempt at a weirdly British accent, because, for some reason, Michael sounds bizarrely British in the original version of Persona 5, not Royal. For some reason, despite him being like a minor incidental character, they actually changed his voice in Royal. But, like, he sounded very British in vanilla Persona 5, so I always found that hilarious. So in my head, Michael is extremely British. Okay, going for Terror this time. The Calamity Ring doesn't really seem to be doing much. Yeah, Michael can use physical attacks as well, so getting frozen is kind of scary, actually. Okay, so now that he's double debilitated, though, Sarah can... Actually, I think... Okay, Sarah also has Void Fire, but let's start Mind Charging Sarah. And you have Elect Repel and Void Ailment, okay. I can pass and go back to Surf for some damage. Buffalo should be fine. Yeah, there you go. And that's fine. This might look like I have everything under control right now, but we still need to be careful here. And I guess you can go with the Mind Charge Buffalo. Because him switching phases could be potentially an issue. Okay, going back to Pterodyne. Missed completely. Nice, okay. Yeah, I think this is a pretty good pattern to be into. We do the damage there. Sarah Mind Charges. Cielo passes, and then Surf uses the Void Fire. And then on the next turn, we do a double attack with Surf and Sarah. I don't know if he has like a kind of pattern to what order he uses the elements in. Yeah, so you are Mind Shard, so you go for the Buffalo with that buff. And now, again, we pass and use Void Fire. No, he's still in this phase. He does have more HP than his compatriot Angels. Oh, yeah. He does use physical attacks sometimes, and they are pretty scary, but that's why I debilitated him. Okay. Do I heal or do I go for piling on? I think I'm going to pile on more damage. But okay, wait, no. I need to keep the mind charges going with Sarah. We should be able to handle another physical onslaught from him. No, he's still in this phase. So I guess I can explain what he does if you buff to +3 or debuff him to -3. He will use Rage to give himself 2 more turns. He'll use his first to Dekaja or Dekunda, depending on which of his triggers you hit. And then he'll use either Power Charge or Mind Charge. I believe it's random. And then he'll use either Megadola or Ragnarok. You really don't want Ragnarok, and Attack Mirror won't stop Ragnarok because it's almighty. So yeah, that is terrifying. But, yeah, I guess I can... Oh, this is my last one of these left. But I guess I can go for this. Then Sarah will charge... Oh, wait, you're already charged. Good, right. So, Ufala... Yeah, I do have to keep the Void Fire going, because if he ever gets any additional press turns, that could be really, really bad. He could then just start spamming some physical. Lo, you sinners who turn your backs to God will perish! He missed there. So I believe when he's in this phase, he swaps out his standard, like, single target Dines for the stronger random hitting elemental attacks like Explode and Jupiter's Fury. That could actually be kind of rough, so yeah, I kind of hope that he uses the fire ones. Because yeah, they are randomly hitting, and so if they hit a lot of times on everyone, that could do a lot. Okay, he is using physical though. Oh boy, he didn't miss that time. There's Jupiter's Fury. Didn't miss that time though. Tempest, that's the Force version. Yeah, Cielo took a big brunt of that, and I might need to use a hero ration here. I mean, Gale does have Medea Rama, but if I bring Gale in, then I have another weakness I have to cover, and that's, you know, well, not good. See, I could play this totally safe and just go for a heal with Sarah, but I don't want to lose my momentum, because if he keeps damaging me at a whole ton, then, yeah. I'll just have to spend all my turns healing. I think I will actually just go for this. And then I'm going to go Pass, and then Void Fire. Vanity, oh yeah, that's annoying. Of course, you hit the one mental ailment that Cielo isn't nulling right now. However, I do have access to Panaceas to cure that, so we should be okay. Do you like how the cursor defaults to the character who's actually statused? Are you Mind Charge? No, you're not. Okay, let's Mind Charge you again. Yeah, unfortunately, I think it's more important that I have Void Fire than Void Ailment. He's not going for Fire right now, though. Thank you for the dodge there, Cielo. So yeah, Michael does make me quite nervous, because if I fail, I know that if I fail to him, I have to do the other 3 angels again. Sarah's looking a little low health. Okay, he's in red now. Does this mean I have to use my attack mirrors at this point? I probably do have to use my attack mirrors, so, please don't decide to use Explode this turn. I would very much appreciate that, Michael. Because I know that when he's on the very last phase of his health, he will start using his signature move. God, save us! Spare them not your divine judgment! Die, false messiah! There it is, yeah, Omnipotence. So that's his signature move. It is physical, not almighty, and it is it has a debilitate baked into it. So, unfortunately, I don't think that did that. Okay, if that debilitates him, that could be really bad though, because that might mean that he's on -3 everything, and then he'll actually use rage. But anyway, regardless of all that, I'm popping the Impulse Stone right now. Aha, enemies! How do you like it when we have Dragon Eye on our side? Now, I don't know if, like, one big push is going to actually finish this. And here's the thing, some sources actually say that Michael does null Zeo. But the SMT wiki says that he doesn't. Do I trust the SMT wiki? You know what, actually, how about we just go with Almighty? Because my goal is just to make sure that he goes down. There he is, he's gone. Okay, great. My goal worked. I didn't even really need that Impulse Stone. So we do actually get a whole bunch of AP from that. Thankfully, we mastered 3 mantras out of it. And a pretty good amount of money. And we get the Gospel. So Surf has Terazi, Avalanche, and Earth Repel. Cielo has Mazionga and Electrain. Gale has Innovate. Okay, Innovate's kind of nice. Silent Howl is actually just a silence attack. The Celestial Angels' solar data float into the sky. What will become of them? What indeed? I say, old chums, I do hope the infidels of this world are easier to purge. Oh, bugger! However, if we check out items, the Gospel's actually a bullet. It is one of the strongest bullets in the game, and we get a second one later on, but for now, yeah, 160 power bullet. You know what, I think Sarah deserves this one. But, yeah, if you for some reason die on the way back to a save point, that would be really, really bad. Like, that would just suck. We actually do get another reward for beating that fight, though, and if you've played the first game, you might be a little familiar with this concept. Basically, optional bosses will give you access to a new secret mantra. Confirmed the data of Michael. Dragon Slayer mantra was added. That's a reference to Michael's original mythology. But we have mastered a few more mantras on people. It actually won't show me what skills are on Michael's mantra just yet, because unlike in Digital Devil Saga 1, the secret mantras aren't just all the way off in their own quadrant of the grid. You actually have to reach them via the other mantras. So if nobody's learned 6 realms yet, you can't actually even preview Dragon Slayer. But through the magic of wikis, I can tell you what skills this has. It has Fire of Sinai, which you might remember from the first game, which deals a random number of hits of almighty damage to all enemies. As I said back in the first game, I don't think it's as good as it was in Nocturne. It also has Divine Light, which, oh wow, this sounds so much cooler in Japanese. In Japanese, this is called Exercising Light Blade. It is heavy physical damage and debilitate to random enemies. So an attack and debilitate at the same time is always really nice. It's essentially a nerfed version of his Omnipotence, though. You know what, actually, I'll get new mantras on everybody in the next episode, because that's not really relevant to what's going on here. This has probably been a pretty long one, but I wanted to show all of the angel fights in a single episode. So, next time we'll be heading out to the airport. It's Andy time. See you all then.